Shall we get started? Somebody somewhere in the heat of the night looking pretty dangerous, running out of patience. Welcome to my channel. Tonight in the city, they'll find any pity. Hearts are being twisted. A lot of people cheated. Tonight in the bars and the cafe, passion. In the streets and the alleys, passion. A lot of pretending. Everybody's searching. Once in love, you're never out of danger. One hot night, stand with a stranger. All you wanted was somebody to hold on to. Yeah. Mission. Passion. You need some passion, don't you? Passion. Passion. New York, Moscow, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Paris and Bangkok. Passion. People saying talk. You read it on the radio. You read it in the paper. Passion. They're in the churches. Passion. They'll run up into your schoolyards. Once in love, you're never out of danger. One hot night, and stand with a stranger. All you wanted was somebody to hold on to. That's all we want. That's all we want. One hot love, you're never out of danger. One hot night, stand with a stranger. Can blow it all you wanted was somebody to hold on to. Somebody to hold on to. I'm going to welcome all my subscribers, all my scallywags, lovers, peaches, and each and every one of you, and commenters. Alone in your bed at night, passion. It's a midnight, passion. But I'm turning up the sidelight. Ooh, some passion. But you know what? There's no passion. There's no passion. There's no passion. I need passion. But check this out. You need passion. We need passion. We can't live without passion. Won't live without passion. Can't live without passion. Even the president needs passion. Everybody I know needs some passion. Some people die and kill for passion. 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 Okay, that's my song for the day. I hope you appreciate that. You know, some people said to me, Gerard, why don't you leave Prince alone? Why don't you leave the songs alone? Let them sing their song. But like I said, it's the only way I can play music that I am into at the moment and being monetized is by singing to myself. But I tell you what, if they block me because the way I sing my song, I will take it as a compliment. Okay, so welcome everybody again to my channel. That song is by Rod Stewart. It was about passion. And this is what a lot of us come to the Philippines for. You know, passion. I mean, we still have a lot of passion left to give. I mean, when I know in the U.S., you know, in relationships, ultimately the passion goes away. You know, and then you're stuck with a shell of a relationship. You know, and you don't want to go through the rest of your life, not feeling passion or want to have passion or searching for passion. I mean, or resenting the fact that there's no passion in your relationship, or in your life. Now some people find passion in inanimate objects. You might find passion in building a ship in a bottle. You might find passion in I don't know, yo-yo competition. You can find passion in a variety of different things, but there's no greater passion, no better passion than a passion you feel for another human being, because that's what we're put here for. We're put here for passion. I mean, that's what man has done all his life. He done for a woman. The passion of wanting to take care of someone, the passion of wanting to be responsible for someone, the passion for wanting love, the passion. And granted, sometimes it's not reciprocated. Sometimes you don't get passion back. If you're in a relationship right now, and the passion is equal, then God bless you, man. God bless you. Here in the Philippines, and I'm blessed because, when I want passion, when it's time for passion, I get passion in return because, I makes it happen. You know what I'm saying? So, it's important for us to have it. And that's a lot of time. I was talking on who was I was on the phone. I was on the phone with my bank, and I was transferring money. Like I told you, I had to transfer money. So I'm transferring money, and the guy said, "Oh, you're in the Philippines." I said, "Yeah, I've been there for a while." I asked him, "Have you ever been?" He says, "No, I was thinking about going to one of the Asian countries." And then I told him, I said, "How old are you?" He says, "I'm 26." I said, "You have your passport?" He says, "Yes." I said, "Look," I said, "when I came here, I was, I don't know, 60 something. I don't know, and I only came here for the short time, but I've been here for going 6 years, and baby, let me tell you, I'm having the time of my life." I said, "I wish I could have discovered the Philippines when I was your age, when I was like 26 or something like that, or whatever, man, what I love to have known about it." But he's already got it. He's already got it in his DNA to want to leave the country, to visit, to see the world. And I said, "Well, plan a trip." I said, "Put Vietnam and put Thailand and put all that stuff out your mind. Come to the Philippines, because the Philippines is where you're really going to get, your best rewards, being in another country, in the Philippines. The people, I don't know. I spoke to someone on my blog before, and they told me about the Vietnam. I said, "The only reason I didn't go to Vietnam, Thailand, because I felt that they didn't speak." He said, "You're right." He said, "They don't speak English." He said, "Only those in the servicing business, which I understand, speak English. But other than that, once you get out of that circumference, then Granted, here in the Philippines, I was a little disappointed that they didn't speak it as fluently as I thought they would have. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I chose this country was because, I knew it had the influence of the military, the U.S. military here. And so, I felt that they are more inclined to speak more English than any of the other Asian countries. And, so there are times when, I find myself where, they don't speak English. But there's always seems to be one or two, that can to communicate with, and that's a good thing. So the Philippines is. I told them, I said, go, go. I told them I have a beautiful Filipino girl. She's a young Filipino girl. I think 30 or never 30 something. I'm not gonna throw out Mia's age, but 30 something or another. And man, I tell you, man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I told him my YouTube channel. He said, "Oh, you got a new subscriber now." I said, "Very good, very good," because I was talking about passion. You know. I love, you know, I've always been a passionate person. Let me tell you. I mean, all jokes aside, you know, you know, you know, I can love you for years with passion, or I can love you for 1 hour with the best passion you ever had. I always prided myself on being able to, take a street entertainer, and and say, come on, we're gonna do this, but we're gonna do this with passion. We're going to do this with the type of emotion, or the type of lover I am, that you're going to have flashbacks of times when when you were in, a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, because that's the type of experience I bring when I'm passionate with somebody. I bring that boyfriend girlfriend experience, not just slam bam thank you ma'am. So I've always been able to do that, and be that as a mate. What I always say, I always say, Gerard, you may not have one girl 20 times, but God dang it, you're gonna at least try to have them all once. And that's how I always feel. Now I've had some experiences that you might would have been embarrassing, but me it's like, hey, hey, you didn't get yours, so what? You know what I'm saying? Or someone say, gee, is that it? Well, yeah, darling. Don't let the door hit you in the back. You know what I'm saying? One of those type of things. I don't know about you, but when the gun go, boom, every man for himself. You know what I'm saying? You get yours, now I get mine. One of those type of things in some situations. You know what I'm saying? But the point of the matter is that we need passion. You know, you know. We come to the Philippines here, and we get a girl. You know, and the reason why we got this Filipino girl, is because, like I said, it's wonderful if you can find one that's going to be passionate all over you, if they know what it is, if they know the meaning of being passionate, to be fully engulfed in love with that person, that passion, but most of the time, in my opinion, it's not. It's not. You come here and you get a Filipino girl, and you have a part to play. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. Straight up. You have a part to play, part to fulfill. You have a role you have to fill. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes, if the role is not being filled correctly, well then step aside and let another trooper take your place, because that's how it is. It's like that, because I'm not saying there are a lot of girls out there hungry, but in some cases there are. There's some cases you have to go through a whole barrel of rotten apples to find a good one. And The most important thing is that the course is not that great. And us being seniors and at this point in time of our life, we don't want a whole lot of headaches. We don't have to be worried about nothing. You know, and the stories, the what go on and on and on about, you know, within relationships. Yeah, it happens, but I mean, you know, I like the way she do that. You know what I'm saying? And that might be the reason why you might overlook it. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Yeah, go out. Go out. Go do you. You know, and then when you come back, when I want it, you do me. You know what I'm saying? One of those type of things. But yeah, but it's just human nature, man. It's human nature. The reason why, the reason why, I ended up here. I came here, like I said, I was finishing up my magazine, and I decided that I like this country so much, I like the people so much, that I decided I was going to stay. So, I didn't come here in search of a queen. I came here in search of, of just, I was running from the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the the drugs, the problems, the things that were going on in my life at the time, and I wanted to get away. And I did. So coming to the Philippines actually saved my life. So I didn't come here and quest for love, but when I did, you know, decided I I'm gonna tell you this one story. Because some of you like my stories. I'm gonna tell you. I've told it 100 times, but I'm gonna tell you this story. I used to go to bars and I used to video the bands because I always would ask the bands to play a soul song, from Motown or whatever, because my magazine is Filipino Soul. This is the Philippines and I'm the soul. So I consider myself soul brother number one here in the Philippines. So I would get the band to play, whatever soul song that they might know, My Girl or whatever, like that. So I was sitting in this little club in Dumaguete on Mango Street, and I've had a beer and I'm listening to the band, and I turn my head and I look to the left, and I saw a table of four people sitting there, right? And three of them were just like, not paying attention, totally oblivious to where they were. And this one girl was all smiles. She was small for her. She was smiling, hey, like that, like this, whatever. And so I thought to myself, wow, what a shame, She really wants to enjoy herself, but she's with these three duds. Now let me tell you something about me. I don't let I don't leave with girls in bars or like this. I never been known that I'm a pickup. I'm a trick. I'm a mark. I don't do that. When I'm on Mango Street and I'm sitting out there, with the pimps. The guys who running the girls. I'm sitting out there and I'm kicking it with them. Why? Because all the girls come to them, so I can talk to them, whatever. And I can say, let me get your number, and then if I want to see you, I'll give you a call. Yeah, give me a number. I say, hey, you want ice cream? And I walk up next door because there was a store that had ice cream. And I buy them ice cream. I had the time to talk with them, hey, like that. So that was my MO whenever I stepped out, because I was never one to be, yo, there he is, get him, like this, or to be sicked upon by the street entertainers. So anyway, I'm sitting in this bar. So I decided to get up and go to the restroom or the comfort room or the CR, however you want to describe it. And I go and I come back, and she's sitting at my table. That girl who I was talking about with the smile on her face, chilling like this or whatever. I don't know, maybe I nodded or smiled back at her. That was all she needed, was somebody to acknowledge her. And so I said to myself, I said, you know what? Are you alone? She said, yes. I said, are you by, can you leave right now? She said, yes. I said, okay, come on, let's go. I'll take you back to my hotel room. So when she stood up like, oh. She was handicapped, severely handicapped. And I'm thinking, oh my God. I said, oh Lord, went and got your boy too. so, so to keep face, I said, okay, it didn't matter. I said, come on. I said, handicapped girls need love too. So I ended up taking her back to the hotel room, and we had a nice time. That night I learned what the kimchi squat was all about. But I never forget, that the first Filipino girl I had, she was handicapped. Wow. So anyway, so what I want to talk to you about also, since I just finished that story, is I want to talk about the boys. Now, you see, as someone who is, how do you teach a young man that, you are the prince of your castle? You know, you know, this is yours to take care of, to protect, you know, to make sure that the housekeeper does what she has to do, to make sure that things get clean, make sure things get done. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm sure if I was the type of foreigner, that treated Filipinos like shit, or employees, or if I was a Filipino who treated Filipino workers like shit, the son will grow up knowing that, this is how you treat them, like shit, because, that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's who you do. So, how do I instill that in him, not to treat them like shit, but to let it be known that this is not your companion. This is not your play toy. This is, you may have a crush on her, which naturally, growing up at 12, 13, yeah, you should have a crush on something to take your attentions off the dogs. But it, you have to, how, now you have to, be able to understand that it's an employee. It's not your surrogate sister. It's not your surrogate auntie. And sometimes I get frustrated because, sometimes, I'm saying, look, girl, this has to be done all the time. Like if I'm smoking a cigarette and I get up and I leave the room, I expect you to go in that room, empty that ashtray, empty that cup, or whatever it's got to do, and make my room fresh again. I don't ask for much, but that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm up in my room and I leave and I go up, run around, and I come back and nothing's been touched, I'm pissed. How many times do I got to tell you that this is how I don't want for much? I don't ask you for much. I just ask that I need special TLC. I used to tell people, you want to know how to work me? You want to know how to get the most of me? You want to know how to get the best from me? Just listen. Just listen, and I will tell you. I would tell you how to get close to me. I'll even tell you how to get over on me. But you got to listen. You understand? Ain't no shame in my game. I'm not that hard to figure out. I'm not that, some Rubik's Cube that you have to figure out how to get to on my best side. Just listen. I'll tell you. I want my slippers here. You know what I'm saying? When you unscrew something, put the top back on it tight. If I pick it up, the top drop. What the flock is this? But anyway, so getting back to the boys. So I decided today what I'm going to do is Saturday. I'll let you know how it turned out. But about a half a block away, I don't know meters and all that shit like that. You know, half a block away, there's a field where they play volleyball at. And yesterday, I suggested to Mia, why don't you tell them to go play with the boys, go over and play, like this, because they were playing basketball here on the side of the house. You know, they broke a light one time, and here's a boom. It's like, oh Lord, you know what I'm saying? Like that, because they're young boys, so they gotta do what they gotta do. So apparently they didn't want. So I said, okay, I have to take the initiative. So today, when I see that there's a lot of activity over there in the yard, I'm going to take a chair. I'm going to say, hey fellas, come on, take the boys and go hang out with the other Filipino boys. You know, take your mind off of what you got your mind on now, because you don't know how to. You know, when we first pull in, you know, there were some boys on the side on the street, hey, like this, and I said, Michael, Chris, wave to them. You know, those are your new friends. Those are the guys you're going to get to know. They live in the neighborhood. You should say hello to them. But no, they're very antisocial. Not for no other reason other than they just, no one has taken the lead. See, I guess that's what a father would do. A father would take his son and say, come on, we're going to go over here and we're going to shoot some hoops. We're going to go over here and watch the game. So that's what I'm going to do with me today. To go in and watch the game. You know, I told him, look, why don't you take badminton, hit it across the net a few times. Maybe I'll even try to get involved in it. You know, but we'll see. You know, I will have video. You can count on that. All right, so with that being said, you're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans of winning action. Never disrespect the elder. Always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. Hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, former lead singer of the Temptation One song, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make me feel like a king. And you know, sorry about the song thing, you know, but you guys do karaoke and I'll do acapella. Okay. Remember, I'll always love you more. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I'm going to welcome you to my channels. I'm welcome my subscribers, let me check this dude out, all my scallywags, all my peaches, triggers, all my lovers and haters. Each one of you, I welcome you to my channel. Well, today I'm in Dumaguete. I'm having my tire replaced, and I stopped in a little tire shop. I stopped in here about a week ago, and they told me that my tire was bad. But I think they probably tell it to everybody. But it turned out, sure enough, at the time I didn't have money or the time to have it fixed. But so what I did was I went to the bank today. I stopped somewhere and someone else told me that my tire needed to be fixed. So I figured I would come and have it done, and I would have these guys do it. So let me introduce you to these guys who are working on my scooter. And just hold on. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, share, and like. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm right here, this area here. I'm right across the street from BDO. There's BDO Bank over there. That's my bank. But let me take you inside here. They're working on my scooter. They're giving me a tubeless tire. Hey, amigo, what's your name? What's your name? Oh, look, he's doing. Are you married? Yes. Yeah. How many children he got? 5? Okay. 6 wives. Okay. Okay. You can see this is a tire shop. It has everything you need. They do all the work here. Oh, we had Bob Marley. Oh, there's Bob Marley. We have Bob Marley working. What's up, Bob Marley? How are you doing? Okay. He's doing this thing. They told me we have Bob Marley working. Yes, they do. My Botak, how are you? Okay, what's your name? Relax, what do you do? Are you a Grab driver? These are Grab drivers. Grab drivers are drivers that deliver packages, food, and all that stuff all throughout Dumaguete. And matter of fact, all throughout the Philippines, they have them. This is a brother. Hey, my brother, what's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew, how you doing, Andrew? Andrew has this bike. Look at this bike. Let me see, get a good shot of this bike. This bike here, boy, oh boy. It's from India, right?
Yes.
This is a bike from India. Wow, and you know India, they need to have some good bikes for the type of terrain that they drive on. So how long you been a Gap driver?
About a year.
Yeah? It's good money, yes?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes good.
Sometimes. And this is one of the owners of the shop. What's up, my brother? Tell everybody your name.
Melvin.
Uh-huh. Elvin. Elvin, how long your sister owned this shop?
I think more than 35 years.
35 years? Okay, so what are the most common problems that they have with bikes? I mean, do you work on motors and or just tires?
Sometimes it's very busy, so I also big job.
Okay, are you married?
Yes.
How many children you have?
Only two.
Huh?
Two.
Two. Oh, okay. How long you been married?
1996.
96? Oh, so how old are you?
51.
51. Okay. So what other type of work did you do?
I'm working in the government during my free time.
Okay.
Just steer, supervise sometimes.
Okay. And what time you open and how late you stay open?
Here?
Yeah.
7:30 or 8.
7:30 to 8?
7:30 or 8 in the morning and close at 6 to 7.
Oh, okay. So what is it about Dumaguete? If someone was watching this, tell them about Dumaguete. What about Dumaguete?
Dumaguete is what is still good here.
It's a what?
It's very still peace.
Yeah, very, very peaceful. Yeah, the people are nice and pleasant. Yeah, and how about the girls? A lot of beautiful girls. Yes. I should just stick with one like I do. Okay, I just want to put you in here and show my